I tend to get quite lazy over winter, so I pretty much did not touch the allotment at all during those months. It's only in the last couple of weeks that I've actually started doing things again in the garden, and that's included weeding and trying to tidy things and lots of plant buying. I've discovered Kwekerijs, which are like plant nurseries here. So this video is a mixture of plant hauls and what I've done so far, and a small mini tour of Ce Tuin in early March. So yesterday when I went to the garden nursery, this is what I got. This is lavender head coat for $1.80, and I got 4 of them. So this row is head coat lavender, and this one is lavender Munstead, and I also got 4 of those. We really like lavender, and I think these 2 are the most smelliest kinds, the smelliest varieties. Then I got heuchera, which is a ground cover plant, Palace Purple, and I got 4 of those, so that's like €6 for 4. They're really small plants, but I know they're hardy because these were outdoors, so they will survive. And then I got some sedums. I think I got 4 of these sedums. And then I got some hellebores. So I got 2 pretty Ellen White ones. So here, this is what one of them looks like. And the other one, I think, is a double variety or something like that. But look, it's got freckles, it's beautiful. So I got 2 of those. And I got pretty Ellen Red as well. It doesn't have the label, but this one, I've got 2 of those, and these are 2 green ones, hellebores. It doesn't have the name on it, but it's like a green whitey one. So there's like a little thing, right, flower spike here. So I wouldn't like to plant the plum tree with some hellebores and heuchera. I want to put these somewhere more sunny, but my job today is to fix underneath the plum tree. On the last Sunday in February, I cleaned out underneath the plum tree, got rid of all the sticks, all the weeds, and ended up edging a circle around the plum tree as a little garden bed. So it took about 6 hours to get that area completely clean. It was quite a big job, didn't expect it to take so long, but I was happy with the results. Then I put the hellebores and the heuchera that I had bought the day before and put them underneath the tree to see where I would plant them. I may have put them a bit too close together, but I'm sure they'll be fine. I think there's plenty of space. Some of them were quite root bound, and I tried to tease it out before I planted it in, but it was nice at the end. And here is a little before and after of the plum tree project. The next day at work, I got some free plants, including a primula, and I decided I wanted more primulas to put underneath the plum tree. I got some more primulas. These were 3 for €3, I think it was. Then we went to another Kwekerij. There's people who make the plants to sell on to places. This is, oh no, I just snapped it. This one is, these 2 are anemones, anemone hybrid one. This is Aqualegia columbine, and those 2 are also, what is it? Anemones, but they were the same kind. So I will plant these primulas that I got yesterday and these ones that I got last week underneath the plum tree. Underneath the plum tree. And I bought a green gauge, so a green plum. So I had a very quick afternoon project of putting the primulas underneath the plum tree. But because I have a plant problem, I went to another Kwekerij this weekend and bought more plants. This Kwekerij was really nice. They were having a sale on all of their perennial plants because they're basically getting rid of them to replace them with new ones. And we had a cat the whole time follow us around, which was super nice, super cute. And I got around 24 plants from this place, and I want to go back already. They had a whole section where everything was €1, or if you got a crate like this, for so a crate can fill 24 P9 pots. These are P9 pots. If you fill a crate, instead of paying €24, it was €20. So obviously I got 24 plants. Unfortunately, none of them are labeled, but I made videos yesterday showing what it was when I put them in, so I could make. So this is the crate, and then I went back into my video that I made and I listed what I could put in. So then I made labels with milk thing. So I'm gonna put the labels in the correct one. And then I got went to Intratown today. I got 2 oyster leaf plants, which is apparently a really good ground cover plant. It tastes like oyster, which is the name oyster leaf. I've had it once and it does taste like oysters. It's got this really sea salty taste. And I got the, look, Primula Zebra. So nice. Look at that. I got the darker one here. These are really expensive. These were like €3.29. And then because it's not bulb season anymore, they're all on sale. So I got a few. This was €2 for 15 bulbs. This was also the same one. I like the mix. I got mascara mix. Got 2 of those. And I got 3 tete-a-tetes. These little tiny, small, what's it called? Small daffodils. I have them in the front. So I'm gonna put these under the plum tree. So this is gonna go under the plum tree. All these bulbs will go under the plum tree. So it's gonna have a. Hopefully they survive, but even then, if they don't, I didn't spend a lot of money on them. So these were €1. And these were these big bags were €2. So yeah, I've got a lot of plants. And now everything is labeled. So I'll show you what I chose. I got 2 Aqualegia alpines. I'm into columbines now. These are anemone September charm. I got 2 of those. I've got 2 echinaceas, but they're white variety. 2 hellebores, red lady, so it's like a red version. And I got 2 white spotted hellebores here. Marguerite is like a daisy. It's called Alaska. I got 1 peony Carl Rosenfeld, 1 peony Sarah Bernhard. So I think that's red, that's like pink, and then 2 peony Duchess de Nemours, and they're 2 white peonies. Then there's mint something tricolor, ananas tricolor, and then this is mint bergamotto. This is common rue. Apparently cats don't like this because it's smelly. 1 valerian, 1 Agastache black adder, and 2 Achilles, cerise queen, the same one. So these are all perennials. I put all the bulbs in a bucket and I swirled them around. And basically the easiest way to know where to plant bulbs is to do something like this. So you put them all together and then you just throw them on the ground. And where they land on the ground is where you plant them. So I tried to do it one-handed, which was quite difficult. I didn't bring my tripod, but I tried my best. Some of them landed a bit too close to each other, so when it did come to planting, I did spread them out a little bit more than how they landed on the ground, which is fine. This is me just throwing it because I couldn't shake the bucket anymore. But it actually did not take a long time to plant them. The ground is quite loamy. I have very sandy soil. So it took around 10 minutes from start to finish to put all those bulbs into the ground. And there was a lot, but it didn't take long at all. And that's the end result. We've had quite wet weather recently, including snow. So a lot of the plants are actually quite dirty with all the rain that's fallen and kicked up the dirt onto the leaves. So I'm thinking to maybe mulch underneath so it kind of keeps it a little bit tidy. Maybe like or wood chip mulch underneath. I'm really happy with the primulas underneath the plum tree, and now I will show you around the garden. This space I recently cleared. I just covered it up with some carrot cloth to keep it more weed free. So that was what it looked like about a week ago, and it took about an hour or two to uncover the pathway, which was covered in weeds, and uncover the bed, which was also covered in weeds. This area still needs a lot of work. We still need to make some edged beds, because last year we left this side of the garden a bit empty so we wouldn't be overwhelmed because we just took it over that year. So yeah, there's 2 more beds that have to be made. This needs to be weeded out. That's an echinacea that I want to lift and then divide somewhere else because it's just like in the middle of a bed. That's a brick stack of what we need to use to make an edged bed. In this area, I really want to completely overhaul. I want to take out that pathway and turn it into like a wildlife corner and put a pond there. And this is where all those plants I bought, this is where I want to throw them. The other side of the garden is a little bit neater because I covered them during winter, but it's still a bit messy. Those are dead marigolds that I didn't pull out. I wanted the insects to have a place to kind of shelter over the winter. And there's lots of molehills under that plastic. There is a lot of weeding to do, a lot of cleaning. This is where I put that plum tree that I bought the other week into that corner. I don't know how it's going to do well there, but I didn't know where else to put it. And yeah, so this is a lot neater than the other side, but I still have a lot to clean up and clear. So I thought there was a molehill, but this was just air underneath. There's really not much to show at all in the garden because most of the stuff that I planted last year was annual, so they all died back. The only thing I have are the strawberries, and they don't look that great right now. I do see that they're growing, but yeah, they're a bit sleepy. In the greenhouse, I have my lemon tree, my Maya lemon tree. That doesn't look very happy, but I know it's still alive. I did scratch it and it's still green underneath there. I really need to put some more soil maybe on top, but I think I'll just leave it as it is. And then I also have some Origeron seedlings that came from, so I bought these last year and I did not put them in the ground because I was overwhelmed, but they died back, but they self-seeded. So I'm going to take those little seedlings out and put them maybe in the wildlife corner, maybe under the plum tree. Haven't decided yet. And that was it from Seatown. Thank you. Bye.